everybody. It's Billy, and this is the Dead Time Radio program. I'm here with my buddy Don. Hi, Don.
Hello. What's happening?
What's new with you, buckaroo?
Nothing much, man.
Same old, same old?
Same old, same old.
Nice. Well, this is the next episode in season 3. 3 seasons. I'm just still amazed at that. It's really cool. And we couldn't do it without you guys, and we really appreciate that. But we'd love to see some emails and some phone calls and some voice messages to us. So send us an email at thedeadtimeradio@gmail.com or give us a call at 843-492-7966.
Thank you so much for listening. We love you.
Yes. So, Don, we have a cool episode this time around. Last episode, we talked about the revelation of aliens and the impending doom that people are trying to do about it. And you had mentioned there was no resolution to that. That's because there's still information forthcoming, and I would love to see what other people think as well.
Right.
Just to see it, and then, we can always revisit it when more stuff comes out. But it gave me an idea to kind of touch more into alien stuff. Specifically, the theory of how many species of aliens exist on the planet already.
Right. Well, we only have a record of 3.
Right.
But I guarantee you there's subspecies and subraces. I mean, when you find a species, you find one, but then you find there's deviations from that one. So
right.
These are just broad spectrum as of right now. There are only 3, but
right.
I'm sure there'll be more.
There is a U.S. Army veteran who confirms that there are up to 57 alien species that look like us.
Oh, they're already here.
And walk among us. Now, if any of them look like this chick on the right,
yeah,
I'm totally down with that.
Okay.
I would totally be like...
She's a supermodel. She works for Victoria's Secret.
I'd be like, hey, baby, you want to come over to my house and see my alien artifact?
She would eat your face.
She
just
touch my
unlock
alien
her
artifact.
She'd be like, I've seen that. I've dissected that 1,000,000 times.
No, but it's alien to you because this is my artifact.
I got you.
So it would be almost like the TV show V. I don't know if you remember that in the early 80s.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite shows as a kid. Where they were all nice looking human aliens, and then they'd rip their faces off and they were mutant fucking reptiles. Which was awesome.
That's like Men in Black.
Right. So basically on Wednesday, May 9th, 2001, more than 20 military, intelligence, government, corporate, and scientific witnesses attended the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. to talk about the reality and nature of UFOs and extraterrestrial life forms in general. The importance of this testimony, together with the support of the government and the documentation provided by it and other evidence, will definitely establish these phenomena as a serious and important aspect.
So that was 20 years ago. They had a meeting on the
Yes.
species that are living among us.
Yes.
So maybe they've intercepted some kind of information. They're listening to our shit all the time.
Right.
So maybe those people that are living among us are fixing to attack.
This dude looks like any normal dude from the 1990s.
Looks like a surfer. He's got blue eyes. He's got
TV.
big,
he
luscious
looks like
lips.
he was an extra on fucking Swingers.
Yeah, like he has, a triangle
Or
jaw.
the lead singer
sharp
of
jaw.
Candlebox.
Candlebox. That's right. White hair.
Right.
That's exactly right. Nice eyebrows.
Sorry, don't get all fucking...
I'm being mesmerized by these blue eyes.
Right.
He looks Nordic.
Well,
kind of.
he is a tall white.
He's Nordic.
I saw a TV show on Amazon because I love watching Amazon alien shows.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a guy who was in the Air Force who the name of the movie was Living with the Tall Whites.
Okay.
And this guy gave stories about when he was stationed at Nellis Air Force Base as a weather observer. He encountered a family of tall whites that lived out in the desert and explained a whole bunch of stuff like their planet is not that far away. It's only 10 light years away. And they have the technology to take trips, but they have come out here and we'll get into the tall whites because they're on here. They came here and they've got they're real frail, but their technology is what protects them. It was just pretty fascinating. I don't know if I believe the guy.
Okay.
But I don't have a reason not to either, because I like to try and keep an open mind when I watch these things. But yes, there's times when you watch these and you're like, this motherfucker's fucking crazy.
Right.
You
So
can just
this
see
dude
it.
is completely Katie will understand. Translucent, like he's completely white, and you would not go in the middle of the
He's like my
desert.
legs.
Yes, like your leg. Exactly.
You don't know
like
where the
your
leg ends and the sock
and the
begins.
sock begins. You like I walk around with an umbrella, and if you're out in the middle of the sunshine, I don't understand how they're not. They just don't have melanin.
Well, apparently their planet is very hot. So they prefer the hot temperatures. That's why they chose Nevada.
So.
And whoever wrote this article, I want to punch in the face because that's not how you spell sergeant. Sergeant Clifford Stone claimed recently that they had backlogged and identified a total of 57 extraterrestrial species that look like us and walk among us. So the chick from Victoria's Secret is an alien, is what he's saying.
It looks like it, yeah.
She's pretty fucking hot.
She has very thin hair.
Let's see. Oh, we got a video. We're not gonna watch the video. That's it. It's all the video. Oh, fuck you, dude. I don't want to play video.
So that's not an article. There's two pictures
it's
and a video, and you've completely just stolen it from somebody else.
Ruined my world. 10 alien races in contact with Earth, believe it or not. This is on Wonder's list.
Okay.
Some say an alien civilization existed before mankind was born on planet Earth. I believe that.
Yes.
Others say aliens from another planet come to Earth and helped mankind to be born. They believe these aliens came to Earth from time to time, keeping a track on how humans are progressing, looming over us like gods. Here are, unknown to most of us, such alien races in contact with Earth. Now, I believe that. The theory about the Anunnaki creating us, I talk about all the time because it's like one of my favorite theories.
Right.
And the theory that I brought up in the last show about all of them were like regional managers. And they came up with their own species. That's why we have such different cultures and different everything else.
Yeah.
Because of the environment you lived in and the alien that ruled over you at the time.
Right.
Every single pictograph, every single hieroglyph, even paintings from Michelangelo from the Renaissance era, all show alien craft or some type of alien creature.
Right.
You bring up the Egyptian hieroglyphs, and every single thing, it's like all the gods are depicted with animal heads. And
birds.
Yeah.
Or lizards or,
Yeah, and
snake.
you hear,
There's a cobra.
You hear about the Native Americans talking about the sky people, and all this other stuff. So
you talk to any Native American people, They're called indigenous now.
Right.
Because American is a word that we created, and this is not America when we got here. So I'm just telling you, you're correcting me.
Is that a new rule?
Yes.
Is that the new rule?
Yes.
Okay.
Indigenous.
Indigenous.
Not Native Americans, because they do not identify as Native Americans, because America was not here when.
I mean, don't make me get all 1870 on you. Them savages.
Yeah.
All right. So number 10 is the Greys. Everybody knows all about the Greys. The Greys come from a star system known as Zeta Reticuli. I believe that's Zeta Reticuli, but I could be wrong. Which is a star system located somewhere in the southern celestial hemisphere. And it is thought to be one of the alien races in contact with Earth. At a little over 40 light years away, they're practically our closest neighbors.
Oh.
The type of neighbors that you conveniently forget to invite over for a dinner party. Big mistake. They
like
really
we were saying,
love,
you shut the door and then they go,
Yes.
hey guys.
They love Aunt Velma's potato salad, and you didn't fucking invite them, and they're going to be a little upset.
Because they wanted the potato salad.
That's right. That's some good fucking potato salad.
It's really good. I haven't had potato salad in a while.
I don't like potato
July
salad.
4th's coming, so I might need to buy some.
I'm some type of different alien because I think potato salad is disgusting.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
I might have a problem with that. I might have to make you some potato salad.
One of the many lists.
Yeah.
Here you go, Billy. Here's your tater salad. Eat it.
Tater salad.
Eat it or we can't be friends.
Okay. Oh, he's crying.
I'd be like, see ya. Guess we can't be friends.
See, I wouldn't want to be you.
If we had to pick out one particular, you know what I would do? I would eat your potato salad, but then I would make you eat a cinnamon roll full of raisins.
I think I could do that.
If we had to pick out
and
one,
then I would make you watch the Tobro.
Ooh, fuck that. We definitely wouldn't be friends anymore. If we had to pick out one particular race in the cosmos and call them the bad guys, which I always say they are, it would definitely be these guys.
Okay.
Tall and humanoid with a long head and distinctively gray features, they are the most commonly depicted alien life form in our media, and are also the beings that are most commonly described by alien abductees who have been returned back to Earth. See, that can't be a coincidence, because, I mean, I'd understand it if all of these abductions and stuff all happened at the same time, and like everybody just kind of corroborated the story of this is what they look like. But throughout history and
Right.
all the different abductions, these are the ones that are always described as the ones abducting.
Okay, so maybe they are like us. We're X-ray techs and we have to wear black, so we all look the same. So maybe they are the ones. Maybe they are the medical professionals that only abduct people because they're the ones doing the experiments on them.
It's possible.
And then there's other groups,
It-
and
it-
maybe the
you mean
Greys
like they
are
could
the
be
ones.
like the medical
Okay, you
technicians,
take
and then
care
you've
of
got
the
the
medical
doctors
stuff.
that are above them.
Right.
that are
So you
some
take
other-
care of all,
Well, there's a-
extracting the DNA,
Right.
doing samples, because that's their experience.
Well,
So that's why they're considered evil, because they're the ones that are doing the operations.
But some of the people that have met other aliens have been interviewed and said that a lot of these people are fighting against the Greys. Some of the other aliens.
So you're
So I
saying
don't
the
think
X-ray
there's-
techs rose up
Yeah.
against the
X-ray
man.
techs unite.
Unite.
So basically,
But who says that? Is that somebody that's trying to
just
get us
people-
to not like the
no,
Greys
just
for a
like when
reason?
they interview people who have either been abductees or people who have actually had come into contact with different aliens, and those aliens told them that the Greys were bad.
Okay.
I had a friend of mine that was a lab tech way back in the 90s in Vegas when I first moved there. And I thought she was fucking batshit crazy back then. But she talked about there's a perpetual war going on in space, and the Greys are the bad guys, and all this other stuff. All the other alien races are trying to get them out of, all this other shit. There's like a giant galactic confederation. She went on one day, and it was like, holy crap, I just want to bang you. Can you just shut the fuck up? But it ended up I got a whole dissertation on the different types of aliens that
Okay.
are in the galaxy.
And
It
how
was-
ironic is it? that
Right.
That's what we're doing right now.
Exactly.
So we're
She-
sorry we judged you.
She was right.
Yeah.
The Greys have the greatest tendency to be involved in abductions because they like to stockpile humans. They think of Earth the way that you would think of a chicken farm,
Oh no.
just brimming with genetic material,
Just having eggs in
kind
there,
of like
just
my
taking our
bedroom.
eggs.
Genetic material everywhere
Ew. Because Mara lives with you.
that they can't wait to get their hands on.
Ew.
Again, kind of like my bedroom. They come to Earth to pick up a juicy selection and then take it home to do Cosmos only knows what. I know what they do because I
Ew.
do that in my bedroom
With your chicken
with
farm,
my chicken farm.
choke your chicken.
I choke my chicken. On the off chance that we're not happy with their selection, then they just bring it back and choose another.
Oh, choose another chicken.
Don't we all eventually just choose
I
another
don't like
chicken?
this chicken.
The Sasani,
Sasani.
which basically look like Greys, and maybe that's why there's commonality in some of the descriptions. Maybe there are different ones. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's what I said. Maybe they're different.
So hybrids are particularly common across cosmos and are believed to be of the alien races in contact with Earth. Some even believe that we humans are genetic hybrids ourselves, and I believe that. The
Right.
Sasani are a hybrid that was developed from reptilians and gray humans. So somebody was getting some amphibian love,
Right.
some reptile love.
So that's like the demigods and
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
Their development was found to be necessary after the Greys mutated themselves through genetic experimentation to a point where they could no longer reproduce using conventional means. In other words, alien sex. And it's ironic that we're talking about alien sex and we can hear heavy breathing. And that would be from Mara. And we're only able to spawn new generations by cloning themselves. Cloning is well and good if you want to create new beings. However, it gives no genetic variation over successive generations, which leads to problems. So that's why I think a lot of people get abducted, is they're taking the DNA.
Right.
Because then you hear the crazy, you ever notice too, it's always the crazy, ugly, fat lady that talk about how they keep getting abducted from the same alien and they keep doing probes in their vaginas.
I mean, maybe she's highly.
They're stealing my eggs and they're putting them back in me.
She's got a good birth canal.
And then they're taking them out. and putting-
Maybe she has her. What did you tell
That's
me
what-
yesterday?
That's
her
what I tell the ladies all the time.
self-cleaning
It's like, hey,
oven.
baby, you
is-
look pretty good. You got a good-looking birth canal.
That's why you're single. Stop saying those nasty things.
What? It's a compliment.
No.
It comes from an
You have a
place of
good-looking
love.
urethra.
Yeah, right? Hey. All right, baby. Now we're talking. So
No.
they come to Earth
No.
and convinced a few people to share our genetic information with them. In other words, they were like, I'll give you some of this if you give me some of that.
No. I saw a gray.
right.
He pulled his gray out this
Right.
weekend, and urination spewed from his gray.
From his gray. From this genetic crossover, the universe was blessed with an entirely new type of being, the Sasani, who in a way are like our interstellar cousins. They were then given their own planet and allowed to roam free and evolve into the best things that they could be. The Sasani have a stronger connection with their higher selves and are believed to be where humans will be one day.
Okay.
Although they are millennia ahead of us and are one of up to 15 alien races that are actively engaged in humanity's conscious awakening.
I think that's what's happening right now. People are waking up and seeing what's happening.
Arcturians. One of all the species known believed to inhabit. That's totally bad fucking grammar.
Wow.
The Milky Way. Oh, by the way, the Milky Way is racist now, in case you didn't know.
Oh, Lord.
The Arcturians are the most ancient and the wisest. They are said to be one of the alien races in contact with Earth. If Yoda came from any one of the alien species on this list, it would probably have been this one. That is untrue. Yoda is not tall enough to be an Arcturian. Shut up with your blasphemy before I find you and kill you. Theirs was the first system to be given the gift of life in our galaxy, and all of our other species, ours included, may have descended from them. They've mutated and evolved over their time and now exist in many forms. The main race of Arcturians stands to about 5 feet, with green skin and large eyes that can see right through you. So they have X-ray vision?
Yeah.
Just like most nerds, their race's development of their minds rather than their bodies made them small in stature. So you could probably take one of them in a fist fight. However, their advanced intelligence means that if any alien species out there knows how to use the Force from Star Wars, it's these guys, so watch out. I want to punch this guy in the face. Thankfully, they do have a reputation for being the most kind and loving beings in the galaxy, so if you manage to piss them off, then you must be a douchebag of galactic proportions.
Well, yeah, we have a few of those. We know.
Do you notice something? They show this picture of what they might look like. Do you notice that they have the elongated skulls that you see in some old hieroglyphs from Egypt?
Like the cone heads, yeah.
Yeah, and from like the what was it, up in the Andes where they found those mummies, and all their heads were elongated in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
So
think
that's what
maybe
they
those are Arcturian hybrids.
Ooh.
The Nordics. Now, see, this is what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
she looks creepy though.
She has some big old eyes.
Look at that. She's a triangle.
Why do all the fucking aliens have
face are
gigantic
triangle.
eyes?
Like those pictures of those kids that have the large eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what that lady started doing.
The
Her
Nordics
eyes
look
are
like Norse
huge.
gods, blonde with
Look, their
brilliant blue
pupil,
eyes.
like you can't even see her iris.
Yeah, and the bodies of 6 foot tall, finely toned athletes. I'm down.
Wow.
You can see where the Scandinavians got their inspiration from Thor from. The Greys got a lot of attention when it comes to alien sightings, but the Nordics are a species that come into contact with humans almost as much as they do. However, they are more interested in the well-being of the human race than the Greys are, even though some eyewitness reports claim to have seen Nordics in the same alien craft as Greys. A possible explanation for this is that those Greys were slaves or servants to the Nordics, as a Grey's lack of empathy makes it an ideal butler.
So let's talk about what she looks like. Okay, so when you shine light into a normal person's eyes, your pupils what?
Dilate.
No,
No, they contract.
they constrict. When you're in the dark,
They dilate.
they dilate.
So maybe that's why their
pupils-
eyes are all so big.
Why?
Because the space is dark. So maybe that's like how they see better in space.
Okay, so
with
they're
big,
using
gigantic eyes. They have larger pupils.
more of their cones
Right.
and their rods or something.
Right. Cones and rods.
Rods and cones in your eye. Not that kind of, no.
The Pleiadians come from a bright star cluster known as the Pleiades, and they are one of the beings in the Milky Way that closely resemble humans. They are thought to be one of... How do they closely resemble humans if they look like fucking shafts of light?
Well, because they're body habitus.
They are thought to be one of the alien races in contact with Earth. Therefore, you could be sitting in a room with them right now. Dawn.
You said I eat souls. Maybe I'm a
Are
Pleiadian.
you a Pleiadian?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh.
But I could have some kind of a trigger word or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Need
Is
to
it
meditate on it, it says.
marshmallow. You feel anything?
No, no.
Urethra. You feel anything?
No.
Wait. Scrotum.
No.
Urination.
No.
Oh my god, she's changing right in front of my eyes.
Ridiculous.
A major difference between us and them is that they are particularly sensitive to the psychic energies that are constantly streaming across the universe. This means the best way of reaching out to one of them would be by concentrating on sending out a psychic message. Now, I hear that a lot too from people that get interviewed about alien stuff, that telepathy.
They never talk. Their
they
mouth
never
never
talk,
moved. Yeah.
right.
They could hear in their inside their head,
Right.
in their ears, as if they were speaking, but their mouth never moved.
Right.
So I believe before, I think that maybe that's how we communicated.
Right.
And technology just kind of blurs that out.
Yeah.
We don't hear it anymore.
The Yahyel.
Yeah.
Again, they kind of look like grays.
Yeah,
I think that's
cone
maybe
head grays. That's a mixture of
right. Maybe that's why they all have the similar descriptions when they talk about stuff, is because all of these aliens do have a similarity in there. There's been a lot of talk about which race will be the first to officially disclose their presence to Earthlings. The one that alien experts all seem to agree on is the Yahyel. This is one of the alien races in contact with Earth and is best known to be kind and loving. Although also they have been touted as the best beings to make first contact with us due to their advanced and harmonious relationship with technology. Something that we here on Earth are having a little trouble balancing out. Whenever a new invention comes out, we weaponize it first. Feed the hungry second. All right. Thanks for your fucking virtue signal.
I mean, it's true.
The Yahyel know that we're not the friendliest beings out there, so they're taking their time to make themselves known by easing their way into our psyches with friendly UFO sightings.
Nice.
Such as the March 1997 sighting known as the Phoenix Lights. I remember that one. That they claim responsibility for. During that event, they gave thousands of people across the state of Arizona and North America a spectacular light show in the sky, and there's even video for anybody who missed it. Yeah.
Cool.
I believe that.
They're the nice ones. I hope they're the ones that
They're
come
probably
in
the ones
contact
that made
first.
the treaty that I talked about in the last episode with President Eisenhower.
Right.
The Anunnaki, my all-time favorites. If human beings were able to successfully colonize another planet, what would be the first thing we'd do? Pillage it for resources, of course, which is exactly what the Anunnaki did when they arrived on Earth. They came from Planet X, a.k.a. Nibiru. I told you about that.
Yep.
And we did a whole episode on that.
Mm-hmm.
An almost mythical planet that some scientists believe rotates around our sun on a very wide elliptical orbit that takes it far out into the expanses of space before coming back in for a close shave with our sun. This crazy elliptical orbit is what makes its presence so hard to prove. However, the presence of the Anunnaki has been noted down in texts that date back to Mesopotamian cultures. They are believed to be one of the alien races in contact with Earth.
Okay.
I believe that a lot because you see a lot of Babylonian text, the Babylonian sagas from the day, talking about Enki and Bahamut and the main guy. I can't remember his name to save my life. Anyway, that's all stuff that they talk about Anunnaki and Gilgamesh. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
The Epic of Gilgamesh. So, anyway, on Nibiru's last brush with the planets of the inner solar system, it crashed into another rock, and the resulting collision created a planet that we now call Earth. That is one theory. While their planet was here for a few of the Anunnaki hopped off of their world and onto ours in search of a yellow element that they covet called gold. Have you ever wondered why gold is so valuable? Yeah, it's shiny, but it doesn't do anything useful like heal the sick or produce energy. So why do we as a species desire it so much? We desire it because the Anunnaki desire it. And while they were here, they enlisted us as their workforce to mine it for them. I don't believe they enlisted us. I believe that they made us.
Right.
That's right. Out there, entire existence is based on our socks off every day. What?
Working our socks.
Working our socks. So that our alien overloads fucking can have their fix of gold and other precious metals.
That's supposed to be lords.
Yes.
He needs Grammarly too.
He needs more than that. Alpha Draconians, otherwise known as the Reptilians. The Anunnaki was one of the alien races in contact with Earth. They were not the first race involved in the racket of mining minerals on our little blue planet. Before them came the Alpha Draconians. Standing at up to 22 feet tall, these badass beings are made up of pure muscle, and they resemble dinosaurs or dragons.
Ooh, cool.
As you can imagine, they were very unhappy when the Anunnaki showed up and took over. However, they are still active on our planet with puppets placed in high echelons of government as they bide their time and attempt to take over once again.
Nice.
Otherwise,
So that's what they're doing.
otherwise known as slee stacks.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Do you know what a slee stack is?
No,
You ever watched Land of the Lost when you were a kid?
I don't recall.
It's a great TV show. Here's the other one, the reptilians. Now these are the slee stacks. Look at the picture. That looks exactly like what a slee stack did in the Land of the Lost.
Okay.
Before the Anunnaki stopped by and genetically engineered a bipedal workforce to dig up dirt for them, there was a race of intelligent beings who lived here, and is thought to be one of the alien races in contact with Earth. We know them as the reptilians, scaly and standing to about the size of a human being. They were driven underground by the Anunnaki, where they are said to still reside today in a network of complex underground tunnels. Those that are open-minded and curious may be able to find these tunnels and pop in for a visit. However, considering that we're the reason that they can't come up for breath of fresh air, it's likely that they will skin you alive and leave your skeleton on a stick hanging outside of the entrance as a warning to any other scaleless punks who decide to invade their territory. These are the ones that, what's his name, Phil Schneider, said that they got in a fight with.
Oh, that's why his hand got cut off?
Yeah, they got lasered off from
laser
a laser
hand
gun.
off?
Yeah.
Was that from his eye? Do they shoot lasers out their eyes?
Probably from their wiener.
Oh, God.
Their cloaca.
That's a wiener right there.
Yeah, it does look like a wiener, doesn't it?
It's a wiener.
These are the nomos.
Nomos look like wieners.
Yeah, they do. Lizard wieners.
Oh.
Like, they look like lizardy wiener heads.
Yeah, they got little stick hands and stick feet and the wiener.
Some alien, I don't believe that's a real picture, Don.
I mean,
of the alien.
nomos.
I believe that's a sculpture.
Let's see.
Some alien species choose to interact with certain tribes on Earth that they just happen to get along with better. The Scandinavians had the Nordics and the Dogons. A tribe indigenous to Mali in northern Africa had the Nomos, who hailed from the brightest star in our night sky, Sirius. The Dogons knew centuries before modern science caught up that Sirius is actually made up of 3 stars, and they even knew how long it took for Sirius B to go around Sirius A. Considering that they were millennia away from inventing devices powerful enough to see Sirius close up, it makes sense that they had visitors from that section of the galaxy who told them about it. That is true. I watched a documentary on that stuff. And they did, in fact, interview that tribe, some of those people from those tribes.
Oh.
And they have it down in their fucking, not only their verbal history, but like their written history about Sirius A and Sirius B.
Oh, wow.
And the orbits and shit.
Okay.
It's a trip, dude. It's like amazing.
So it's not just 3, that's 10 so far, but the other one said it's 57.
Right. Well, here's one that says 5 species. Let's see how many redundancies we get.
These are already walking among us. These
Galadriel.
are the ones that are already here.
Galadriel is in here. She's a Lyran. It is widely believed that the Lyrans are our oldest ancestors. In fact, there are those that believe that the Lyrans were actually the first humans to form a civilization in the... I'm just not going to say that anymore.
Just
the
don't
galaxy.
say that.
It's racist to say the other part. Let's just say it rhymes with a candy bar.
Milky Way.
Oh my God, you racist. You had to say it, didn't you?
Milky Way galaxy, man.
Oh my God, she said it twice. Someone call the culture police. She's fucking blatant racist.
Science.
Fucking blatant racist. Why is it?
Science
You're a white
can't be
supremacist, Don.
Science can't be racist.
You're a white supremacist. You keep
It's a
calling it
fact.
the Milky Way.
It is.
Why can't it be
That's what it's called.
the dark chocolate way?
Because that's what it was named.
By a white man.
It looks like milk in the sky. Ridiculous.
The world famous
You
Billy
just keep
Meyer.
pushing. I'm not going to take the bait. It's going to just be the Milky Way forever. And I'm still going to like chess. So
The world famous Billy Meyer was one of the first people to talk about Lyrans. He claims that they revealed to him their origins and story. He was extremely gracious to share this story with mankind. Mr. Meyer reports that they have described their ancient ancestry, and consequently ours, as originating in a far sun system in a star group near what we know as the Ring Nebula of Lyra, for which we have called them Lyrans, in the same manner as we refer to human beings from what we call the Pleiades. If they all look like Galadriel,
yeah,
they can come to my house any fucking time they
angelic.
want. Gorgeous. They're gorgeous. Arcturians, we already talked about. The Telosians.
They have red eyes. Well, you wouldn't know it because the people that are on Venice Beach have those red eyes. So you could just walk around normal.
Right.
And I think maybe that's what they're doing. They're selling all these
This
contacts.
is the tall
and then
the tall whites right here. I think.
It has red eyes.
Yes. Described as
red
being
eyes.
tall, blonde humanoids, the Telosians are believed by many to be the last survivors of long-lost human civilizations on Earth. There are those that say they are the survivors of the cataclysms that sunk Atlantis and Lemuria, while another school of thought believes they are much older than that. Their name derives from the ancient Greek word telos, meaning end or purpose. It seems a fitting name for their largest city of Telos, which many believe is located under Mount Shasta, California. How the fuck is that possible?
I mean,
They got a Greek name. They were in Atlantis and they were in Lemuria, but somehow they fucking ended up in Mount Shasta, California.
I don't know. What's in Mount Shasta, California? They are?
I guess.
I've never been there. I don't know.
Through psychotronic technology and highly developed cerebral abilities, their advanced society has been in constant contact with a number of other extraterrestrial civilizations, including the Pleiadians and Arcturians. You should have read that because there's a lot of nerdy fucking words in there. And be like, so I'm just going to give you this CT through psychotronic technology. And
my highly developed cerebral abilities. Their advanced society has been in constant contact
See, it just
with a number of
flows
other
from you.
extraterrestrial civilizations, including the Pleiadians and the Arcturians.
You may get a feeling of urination.
I've said that for 24 years.
Oh, but it's so fucking awesome when you say it. You may feel like you're urinating, but you're not urinating.
Well, pee-pee is like, I'm an adult. Don't say pee-pee.
I say pee. You're going to pee. You're going to feel like you're peeing.
No. This is a medical profession.
Okay. Are you saying that I'm unprofessional?
Yes.
The first person to describe... did you notice I didn't fight you on that one?
Yeah, no. You just went, yes,
I know
okay.
I'm
Thank you and bye.
Okay. Okay, love you, bye.
Exactly.
The first person to describe the Telosians was Admiral Richard Byrd. Oh, now we're getting into
Wicca.
Antarctica. And
This
aliens.
is where you were talking about. Yeah,
Yes.
North Pole.
Oh, God, that's like, fuck yeah.
And they found like a oasis up there. It's like got greenery and an opening, and maybe don't go down there because if the reptilians are there, then they'll rip your face off.
And the Nazi party built a base down there. And obviously, the person writing this article doesn't know about the South Pole. But Admiral Byrd did go to the North Pole. There was who was the other guy that went down? I think he went to the South Pole too. I can't remember. Anyway, in his diaries he published after his death, he tells of a secret North Pole mission to the home of an advanced subterranean race. Admiral Byrd wrote that this alien species had been living in a few secret underground cities, but it was our nuclear bombs that finally drew them out to the surface, Admiral Byrd wrote. Now, there's a big theory about, like, radiation being the reason. And I believe that because how many times do we go get a patient that just got fucking Haldol'd out or Adderall'd out or fucking whatever, and they're unfucking conscious. Yeah. And as soon as you wheel them into our x-ray room and get them on the scanner, they're awake and they fucking flip the fuck out.
Every patient.
Every single time.
Yeah, everyone. It's the radiation.
It must be. It must be.
It's just floating around. Like, can it get out this door?
Right?
Can it come around this corner?
Mm-hmm. Our interests rightly begins just after your race exploded. In the first atomic bomb over Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan.
Ooh, you gotta say what you said this weekend. Go ahead.
It was at that alarming time we sent our flying machines, the Flugelrads. Okay, now it just got weird. To your surface world to investigate what your race had done. They could have come up with a better name. Flugelrad sounds nerdy.
Sounds
like
you
dumb.
just sneezed.
Oh my god, I just had a Flugelrad. I need to go see the doctor.
The Flugelrad is your flying machines.
What
you were saying about making the beer.
Making what?
You said that they take.
Oh, yeah.
They're taken from Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
I'm saving that.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Just wait. We have some additional information.
You see, we have never interfered before in your racist wars and barbarity. But now they're already fucking, like, judging us. Barbarity. Yeah. Fuckers. Go back to your little fucking hole in the North Pole, you little bitch. Red-eyed freak. But now we must, for you have learned to tamper with a certain power that is not for man, namely that of atomic energy.
Uh-oh, it's messing with Smeagol. So that's the collider.
Yeah. Well, apparently, thousands of years of scientific advancement has given the Telosians the ability to circumvent disease and aging and to judge other fucking races.
Right, Judgy McJudgersons.
Yes.
They'll do that.
The Telosians are
cool.
widely known for their longevity and could help us with our own. They are also true protectors of the Earth's environment and keepers of knowledge. Oh, so they're fucking climate change freaks. Okay. That's
So do
good to
they?
know.
They run FEMA.
Yeah, I think they probably do.
Yep.
All
This
right.
looks like it.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Here are 3 of the most influential alien species on Earth.
Okay.
It says there's a worldwide debate going on about aliens. There are people who believe that we have been visited in the past by extraterrestrial beings, and there are those who firmly disagree, suggesting that we are the only intelligent species in the universe. It's a very narcissistic viewpoint, in my opinion.
Well, that's everyone. It's only you. It's only about you.
Right, right,
Till you find out that you are not that important.
right. So the 5 most important are the reptilians, of course, the Greys, the Anunnaki, and that's it. That's
No, you gotta
3.
go to the
This
next.
motherfucker said, "Hot." No, what's his next post though? Is he gonna? No,
No,
see,
you're right.
motherfucking.
He can't count.
Apparently, there's
Wow.
so much wrong with this world and the people in it. Just come fucking, please, just come out here and just take care of everybody, cause I don't.
Well, now it says 3.
Right. It said 5. And then all of a sudden it only names 3.
We'll have
Oh.
to back it up and see if it says 3.
Dude, did it not say 5?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what it is? I thought it said 5, and because I was looking at that other one.
You're doing
It's
the
3.
5 alien
Yeah, yeah,
species.
yeah.
Okay.
please
We misspoke.
please accept my
If
apology.
you're listening, you know we are misspoke. So.
You are not a moron.
We are.
No. We're not morons, but he still might be.
We are.
So I want to see if there's like if this isn't cool that the fucking I feel robbed because that guy had 57 races, and now we have none.
57.
How many
so far, we've.
races of aliens exist on Earth? Oh.
The U.S. Army veteran confirms.
Yeah, that's the one that
That's
I
the
read.
one that was. Okay.
And he was wrong. The hybrid aliens look kind of like
Ooh,
Amy
they have
Lee
those
from Evanescence.
black sclera. Yeah, it does.
yeah.
Ooh, I'll listen to her music.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I have girls that come over and manipulate my DNA.
Is that your spank bank, you say? Add her to your spank bank?
Yes.
Nice.
Add me to the spank bank.
That's it. 1, 2, 3.
3. I want to know more than 3. Some of these people, I swear to God, they just alien implants. They have one that goes on your
Oh, look, you
pee-pee.
can see them. Okay, we just pulled up alien implants. And they're teeny.
Yeah. There's like a doctor that goes around and x-rays people and finds out their implants. And yeah, Roger Lear.
Yeah.
He removes them.
Ooh.
I don't know, man. I don't believe in the implant thing, to be honest.
Why?
I don't know. Because
You believe in everything else, but you don't
because
believe that
it's
they put
hokey.
it.
It's kind of like Reiki, those Filipino Reiki masters that go and say that they can pull the cancer out of your body, and it's been found that it's all a hoax. They're pulling out. They got a rat liver in their fucking hand that they roll, and it's like, oh, we're pulling the tumor out. Oh, it's gonna be great.
So most
You're
of
gonna
that
feel
is
so much
psychological.
better.
If you believe it's out, it's out.
Yeah. Look, it's bugbears
Why
in space.
is he? Why's he dressed like that?
That's what bugbears look like.
I don't know what that means.
The thing you fought last week at the D&D
Oh, at the
game.
D&D. Okay.
That's a bugbear.
Well, I didn't know he was dressed that nice.
Well, he wasn't. This is a space bugbear.
Oh.
They dress nicer.
So he's sexy.
Yeah.
He's got.
Ooh, this one's even
Look.
better. Agarians or Agardians.
Ooh, they're angels.
Asiatic or Nordic humans.
Maybe that's what people see angels. They aren't seeing
right,
angels.
who sources claim discovered a vast system of caverns below the region of the Gobi Desert and surrounding areas thousands of years ago, and have since established a thriving kingdom within, one which has been interacting with the other planetary systems up until current times. Vast cavern systems below Tibet allegedly linked the Agharti systems of Central Asia to Snake World. Ooh, a multi-leveled cavern system under the southwestern slopes of the Himalayas, where the Nagas dwell.
Ooh.
See, now you're getting into what people consider mythology for these races or for these different cultures. This is where it came from.
Ooh.
So that's
So
Hindu
mythology
legend.
has a strong.
Absolutely,
That
I
has
believe that.
facts, and
Yeah.
then kind of just gets stretched
Yeah.
out a little bit.
Yeah. Here are a serpent cult of human and reptilian collaborators dwell, one which is said to have contact with the Nazi Thule Society during World War II. Long ago, an Asian prince is said to have led several militant followers, warrior monks, into the caves and came in conflict with this serpent cult. Following the conflict, the reptilians and collaborating forces were driven out. However, in recent centuries, they have regained some ground. So it took fucking Shaolin monks to get in there and whoop some ass.
It did.
That would have been an awesome kung fu movie.
It did.
Could
Warrior
you imagine?
monks.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'd watch that movie.
I would totally watch that movie. Totally. Somebody needs to make it.
Warrior monks.
I got a green screen. I can do it.
Totally do it.
I'm gonna fucking make a warrior monk movie.
Warrior monks.
And my big fat belly hanging out.
Nice.
Like, come on, Aryans. You want some? I'm gonna rename you to Something Wong.
Buddha belly.
Cause you about to get hit with knowledge.
They would die of laughter.
Probably.
Ooh, those
But they
look
would
like
die nonetheless.
That's truth. It's all you want. They look like the Men in Black, but with
Weird.
ghost faces.
Those are Alpha Draconians. That they I have a game I
think
play.
those are on Supernatural.
Maybe. I have a game I play called XCOM. And they have like it's basically the aliens invade the world and you're like this elite special forces that fights them. And they have the first things you fight are called sectoids and they're little grays. And then the second thing that comes around after you start getting better technologies is the thin men, and that's what they look like.
Oh, there's the.
And the thin men are like snake people.
Oh, okay. So that's what Finley calls a Slender Man.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
Maybe
so
that's what other
Slender
people
Man.
call Slender Man
Okay.
too.
Alpha Draconians are the Slender Man.
Right.
They look like Men in Black. They're in suits.
Right.
That makes sense for the thin man.
They look like
Slender Man.
morticians.
Or Mormons.
Oh, yeah. Either. Well, they're kind of one and the same.
Or what's the other thing? Not Mormons.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Jehovah's Witnesses. That's right. It looks like he has a Bible in his hand
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. Can I tell you all about the Lord Jesus Christ?
That's the Alpha Draconians.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're witnesses.
Maybe that's how the Mormon religion was created,
Yep.
by an Alpha Draconian.
That looked into a hat.
Pulled
No,
out-
wait. Was
pull-
that the... No, that was Mormon.
Yeah, that's the Mormons. That's what I said.
I know, but I was saying witness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Altarians, alleged reptilian inhabitants of the Altair stellar system in the constellation Aquila, in collaboration with a smaller Nordic human element and a collaborative Grey and Terran military presence. Headquarters of a collective known as the Corporate, which maintains ties with the Ashtar and Draconian collectives. They kind of
looks
sound like Ferengi from fucking Star Trek,
I was going to say, it looks like Star Trek. It looks like somebody from Star Trek.
right? So instead of big ears, they have big fucking nose face,
Yeah, it looks like a...
like nose gills.
yeah.
Amphibians, similar to the saurians or reptiloids, yet being hominid creatures with reptilian as well as amphibian-like features and are semi-aquatic in nature. May have once lived on land, yet became more aquatic over the centuries. They have been encountered near swampy regions, rivers, etc., and have been known to attack people without being provoked. It is interesting that some types of greys and reptilioids are believed to be semi-aquatic, having web fingers and toes. Do you think maybe this is where the myth of sirens and mermaids came
Yes.
from?
Amphibians, yes.
And they're
He
probably
looks
the
like
ones...
a beefcake
Yeah.
with, like, no hair.
Yeah.
So he's got, like, a really sharp jaw.
And maybe they come
Sweet
from...
head.
They're the ones that are flying the USOs.
Oh, maybe. Because if something happens underwater,
Right.
they could just float out. Yeah, those are the sirens.
The Anakim,
So what if the sirens and the mermaids that the pirates were seeing were really
Right.
men?
right?
They weren't women.
They were dudes.
They were dudes.
Well, I'm sure they've got a female version of these. Maybe that's what they were going out. Like, let me,
Amphibians have male and female DNA,
let
sir.
me show you. They're hermaphrodites.
Frogs can...
Hermaphroditic.
Yes, they're both.
Let me
So,
let me show you my
the
reptile
amphibians-
boobies. My amphibian boobies.
no boobies.
The Anakim, referred to in ancient Hebrew tradition, this race is allegedly tied in with a branch of ancient humans who broke off from mainstream humanity because of their vast size, which had developed over the centuries, possibly as a result of a genetic anomaly. They are said to range anywhere from 9 to 11 feet, and in some cases even 12 feet in height. Although in configuration they are remarkably similar to international humans, are said to possess a means of molecular condensing and expansion which allows some of their kind to mingle among humans on the surface. They have allegedly been encountered in deep and extensive cavern systems below the western part of North America, as far as north as Alaska, and as far south as Mexico, and as far east as Texas. They are believed to have interstellar traveling capabilities.
Ooh. So it's not a pituitary tumor.
Right. Antarcticans.
Ooh.
I'll give you
They
one
look like
guess where they
fish.
come from.
They look like fish.
This is allegedly a secret area of operations for both human and reptilian beings. It is said by some that Aryan Nazi scientists actually developed disc-shaped aircraft capable of very advanced aerial performance, and that swastikas have been seen on a few aerial discs.
What?
They may be piloted by a purebred, blonde, blue-eyed Aryan race. There appears to be
So are
more
they
than one...
saying alien in Filipino accent?
Aryans, yeah. There
Aryan.
appears to be more than one blonde human society involved in the UFO scenarios, and especially subterranean human societies may have developed blonde hair due to lack of sunlight.
So there's no pigment.
There does not seem to be anything more than a peripheral connection between the Antarcticans, the Telosian, and the Pleiadian blondes. In other words, we'll refer to the Antarcticans as the Aryans, which is basically what they have been calling them
Yeah.
in the documentaries I've watched. The Telosians as the blondes and the Pleiadians as the Nordics, in order to discourage confusion. The Antarcticans may consist largely of batch-consigned, purebred, blue-eyed, blonde Aryans who became victims of Hitler's obsession to create a super race. And as suggested by Harbinson and others, most of these may be controlled through mind manipulation and implants, being human drones who are used to keep this hidden society functioning. A massive joint human reptilioid underground system called the New Berlin is said to lie below the mountains of Neuschwabenland, Antarctica. It is said by some sources that this joint human alien force has spread terror through this sector of the galaxy, conquering and committing untold atrocities against the peaceful inhabitants of other worlds. The famous abductee Barney Hill, who along with his wife Betty was abducted by Zeta Reticulans Greys in 1961, stated under regressive hypnosis that he had encountered an evil-eyed German Nazi working with the Greys on board the craft. It is claimed that the original treaty with the Greys was established by the Bavarian Thule and Illuminati societies as early as 1933, and this collaboration was brought into America via the CIA, which was established with the help of American Nazi fifth column agents as well as European Nazis who were brought into America through Project Paperclip and other operations.
That was a lot of information, dude. That was overwhelming to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're bringing the Antarcticans are like you're bringing in the Nazis, and then you're bringing in the CIA, and then you're bringing in the Illuminati, and then you're like, it's just a lot.
Yeah, that's a big fucking paragraph.
That's a lot of. I mean, you got to unpack all of it. That's crazy.
That is like the mother of all fucking conspiracy theories right there. That the Germans before World War II, a year before they invaded Poland, went down to Antarctica and created a base. And they said they were just going down there for research and looking for like evidence of the Aryan race. So it sounds just from looking at this paragraph that they created the Aryan race with these aliens, like they created some alien species or something. Now these are like space Nazis is what they're saying. Who the fuck knows? Who knows? I don't. Do you?
I don't know, man.
That's weird. Atlans. These are humans, usually is described as being benevolent by comparison to other groups who are said to inhabit vast and complex cavern cities beneath southern Brazil and surrounding regions. The term Atlantean or Atlan in reference to these races has been placed upon them because of the fact that these cavern networks along the east coast of Brazil were reportedly once a part of the antediluvian Atlantean Empire. The present inhabitants have no direct genetic relation to the ancient Atlantean society, which is said to have controlled these cavern systems several millennia ago. but are referred to as Atlanteans simply because they are descendants of those who rediscovered and inhabited the ancient Atlant installations. As in North America and other continents, both common and gnome-like humans have been encountered here, some of which possessed advanced aerial or disc technology. The Telosians claim to have some connections with South America, especially the Mato Grosso region, where a sister city named Posid exists in a large cavern system underground. Holy fuck.
Gnome? Like little gnomes?
Yeah, like little gnomes.
Like, are those the little people that they're found buried? Because they
Not
found
like-
a lot of bones like
yeah,
they
not-
thought were hobbits.
Yeah, not like garden gnomes. Those aren't real gnomes. Gnomes are usually around 3-4 feet tall.
I know, but garden gnomes are fashioned after mythological creatures that are
Right.
real. So maybe that's the same thing.
Could be. And yeah, hobbits out there in Indonesia. Things like that.
Oof.
The Bernarians. I've heard of these ones too. Inhabitants of the Bernard star system. Although not much has been written about them, it seems that human beings, at least in part, controlled this star system along with the Orange. Whether the Saurians have any influence or not is uncertain. However, some sources indicate a possible collaboration similar to that within our own Sol system.
That's very interesting. Do you want to go? Let's see. That all those people are. It's pretty amazing that there's that many
It just keeps
species
going.
and races and
Yeah,
stuff.
it just keeps going. It's a pretty cool site. RobertJrGraham.com. Known alien species A to Z.
A to Z.
This guy's got
There's
fucking
pages and pages and
Yeah.
pages.
bugbears in space.
Yeah. Bugbears in space.
But you know
All
what
right.
time it is, don't you, Dawn? That's right. It is weird news time. So let's see what we got for today on the weird news around the world. Surfer attempts to surf to the Atlantic Ocean to avoid arrest. Justice Hunter Curitin assaulted other surfers by throwing beer cans at them. He surfed away to avoid arrest.
You have to come out of the water, dude.
Exactly.
Smoking too much weed. No.
Felony charge for man spanking police horse.
What?
I'll give you
Slap
one
the
guess where
behind
he's
of a
from.
Oh,
Florida man.
Florida. Okay, got you.
A Floridian man has been charged with a felony after he slapped the behind of a police horse.
Don't make him run. You don't do that.
Speaking of Florida man. Florida man chews off another man's face.
Again?
In what became known as the case of the Miami cannibal, Rudy Eugene
no, that
gnawed
was
off
one.
half
Yeah.
of a homeless man's face while high. The 31-year-old was shot and killed by police after they found him naked and chowing down on human flesh.
Yeah, we heard about that. He was on bath salts.
Yeah, some of these are a little old.
He was
But
under
I have
a
to
bridge.
read them 'cause it's
No,
fucking
yeah,
great.
He was under a bridge.
I think
This
this
is the next one.
Florida man once arrested for fighting a drag queen with tiki torch runs for mayor. Did he win?
I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
say.
It
Doesn't say. I like this one. Florida man trapped in unlocked closet for 2 days.
Nice.
Apparently, John Arwood and Amber Campbell thought they were stuck in a janitor's closet at Daytona State College for 2 days before realizing they could just open the door and walk out.
I wonder if it was a ghost that was
What were they
holding it.
doing in that closet?
You know what they're doing? There's a ghost in there holding the door shut going, You're not contaminating my kids.
John and Amber. Maybe they were in there like looking for chemicals. Maybe they were studying
We needed
something for
toilet
their.
paper.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking stupid.
Daytona.
Florida man desperate for ride to Hooters calls 911.
Nice. Read the one above it.
Jonathan Hinkle allegedly told 911 dispatchers he needed a ride to the provocative eatery to help his grandmother who had fallen ill. That's why he had to go.
I gotta see some boobies from my granny.
Cops later learned that his granny was perfectly fine, and Hinkle was arrested on charges of misusing 911.
I need some chicken wings. And
I gotta
some
read.
boobies.
I gotta read this one. Florida man in a dog costume filmed himself having sex with a Siberian husky.
No. What is wrong with you?
Christian Stewart, Oscar Nichols, 21,
He's
allegedly
got 4 names.
dressed up in the pooch costume, recording himself getting frisky with his pup, then posted the footage online.
Wow. Don't do it. What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. Florida man arrested after botched castration surgery.
What?
An elderly Florida man with a twisted castration obsession was busted for allegedly performing an at-home surgery on another guy whom he met on a dark web fetish site.
Oh.
Van Riswick, 74, allegedly
no.
admitted he screwed up the back alley surgery at his home in Sebring.
You don't want to screw up a dick surgery.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Florida man protects car from Hurricane Dorian by parking it in the kitchen.
that sounds accurate.
Patrick
People
Eldridge
pull
of
their
Jacksonville
motorcycles in.
drove his smart car inside his home and into his kitchen to protect him from flooding and wind. My husband was afraid his car might blow away.
I mean, that would be like my Skittle. It would blow away if it wasn't in your garage.
Oh my God. Where's the one that I read the other day that I fucking told you about? It was fucking hilarious.
It's at the top.
Oh, here it is. No, right here.
Okay.
Florida man tries to evade arrest by cartwheeling away
Oh, yes.
from the cops.
I was like, I want to see that. That would be awesome on live PD.
Right. Video
I'm going to
footage.
arrest you. No, you won't. Woo.
You're right. Video footage shows Gianfranco Fernandez, 40, wiggling out of cops' grasp, then launching into a cartwheel outside of a shop in Orlando.
Woohoo!
The nimble escape artist was later charged with battery on an officer. Let me tell you something, dude. Orlando sounds like a scary place to go. Because it
That's why we're going to Tampa.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of places like that. I don't know, man.
No, we will go to Orlando. They're the ones that have the podcast convention.
Dude,
that
I
we
just
wanna
want to go to like the Orlando Walmart because I hear fucking
yes,
spectacular
there's a lot of videos.
things.
Yes,
Yes.
you totally can do some videos on that.
Fuck,
Absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Florida, Orlando, Walmart.
Florida man arrested for trying to get an alligator drunk.
What?
Timothy Kepke, 27, allegedly fed some beer to the gator after his pal caught it with his bare hands in Palm City. But the reptile apparently wasn't a fan of booze and bit him. Both men were later arrested. Wow. Must have been a smaller...
Yeah.
I don't see these fucking idiots getting it.
No. Nope.
Florida man arrested over "I eat ass" sticker. Dylan Shane Webb, 23, was arrested for refusing to remove a sticker on his car that read "I eat ass." Columbia County cops said the charges were later dropped after he argued that he's protected by the First Amendment.
No buts about it, baby.
I stand with him. If he wants an I eat ass sticker, he can have
You
it.
gotta have an I eat ass sticker.
That's it, Dawn. That's our show.
Yes. We love you. Thank
We
you
will
for
see you guys
listening.
next week. Give us a holler at thedeadtimeradio@gmail.com. Give us a call at 843-497-7966. We'll see you next time.